Leah lives on a multi-acre farm, so she walks in the backyard some days, she walks in the front yard some days. We walk in the front yard because we have vehicles go by our houses. You have semis, you have tractors, you have trucks, you have cars, people you know might honk. Those noises help that pig to be used to anything they might see at the state fair or at your county fair. You know as well as I do, not everybody that enters your barn is livestock friendly. And they might be coming in screaming and hollering, or a bunch of kids making loud noises, or some of those obnoxious prizes they went up on the midway. That pig needs to be used to hearing all those noises. I encourage you to go get a $20 radio and put it in your barn. If they can constantly have a noise that they're hearing 24 hours a day, once they get to the shows, they're not really affected at all by any weird noises or maybe a bucket drops or anything like that. Most of all, you have to have patience. How many of your parents have told you I'm going to wring your neck because you're testing their patience? Okay, well you remember when you have that pig that's cantankerous, that pig's testing your patience. And just like mom and dad love you unconditionally and they don't wring your neck, you can't wring their neck, the pig. You have to make sure that you have the patience. This is a new task for them. When you learned how to ride a bike, your mom and dad didn't give up on you and say, oh, well, you fell off, I'm not teaching you. They kept trying. So you need to make sure that you keep trying. If this is what you want, if it's not what you want to do, then tell mom and dad, don't waste their money. I really don't want to show you. But if you want to do it, then you put in. You know, Leah said in the first session, she's not athletically inclined. My kid's not athletically inclined. Showing pigs is their sport, and that's what they want to do. So if your heart's there, then you need to put in the work. Train your pig to be a show pig. We talk about walking and driving, okay? Walking is when your pig goes out of the barn, maybe their head's kind of down, but you're just walking them to get them away from the barn. When they drive, that's when you see those pigs with their heads up and they kind of look like they're prancing like, hey, look at me, I look good. That's what you want to do when you are walking your pig outside. You are driving them. You are driving them because that's what you're going to do in a show. Now, we don't want to get to the point where you have your pig looking like the Buckeyes majorette, and they're going like this, and it looks like they're almost like doggy paddling, because then it affects their walk and their structure. Parents, this is where you can have fun. You can play judge, you can move all around, have your kid show the judge. You know, there'd be times that with Gus, mom, and my stepdad Steve would come out, and we'd all be positioned, and he'd have to drive around us, put chairs down, put shavings bags down. How many of you have little brothers or sisters that run crazy the whole time you're walking? They're perfect to run around. You know, you take that pig and drag her around. Leah, tell them what you said you had your mom do.
Yeah, so my mom would act as the judge, and then we have a lot of trees in our pasture, in our front yard and backyard, so those would be the judge if like my mom was busy, wasn't out there. We have different posts in our pasture, but I always have a goal, whether it be like we're driving to that leaf on the ground or that fence post or whatever. Always make sure that you're not just out there moseying around. And for me specifically, if I have that, we're going to that specific place, or we're going to go to the dog, and then the dog moves when we get there because he's a little bit scared, so then we follow him. Like you always need to have a goal and where you're driving to. But then also, like I said, my mom would pretend to be the judge, and then sometimes she'd like hide behind a tree and throw a bucket. Like, no, that's not gonna happen in the show ring, but that like weird noise, and they're like, what the heck just happened? After a few times of doing that, you throw the bucket and they're just like, okay. So that if there's a loud bang in the show ring or in the barn while you're in showmanship, they're not spooked by that. We've all been to the county fair. It can get pretty crazy around there. So it's important just to put your pig in every situation possible, and just so you're prepared for that.
Biggest thing is practice. Practice makes perfect. If you want to be perfect, then you're going to put in the hours. I mean, I think that I read somewhere when I was coaching volleyball, you know, a kid can serve 10,000 times, and that serve's still not going to be perfect. So you have to think of how many steps you're going to have to walk with that pig in order to get perfect. Care, biggest thing we talked about, skin and hair. I agree with Leah. At a certain county fair, skin and hair may make you get you to win a class because it depends on how many head are there. But if I have two pigs, if Leah and Kelly both have pigs that are almost the exact same barrow, but my barrow is nasty and dirty and stained, and Leah's is just shining, I'm going to pick that pig to be the second, class winner, because that pig stands out. You should want your judge, whenever you walk in the ring, everybody around the ring and the judge to be like, wow, look how pretty that pig looks. And I know that, you know, boys, you don't like to hear the word pretty, but you want your pig to be pretty. Whether it's a boy or a girl pig, you want that pig to stand out. Those colors are vibrant. You don't want a dingy white pig that looks like it's a tan and it should be an all white. Or you don't want a, you know, a black pig that almost is stained brown because it's so dirty. Avoid sunburn. They burn just like we do. So your pale white friends that burn in a matter of 2 minutes outside, that's what a pig's going to do. So you have to make sure that you are either providing shade, or when you're walking, you're definitely watching their pigment of their skin. Is it turning really red? Are you putting things on them to prevent? You can't put sunblock because most sunblocks are not animal friendly. What you can use, Leah's concoction is yogurt. You can use mayonnaise too. It'll block the sun from burning the top of their back. Wash your pig at home. Any mild soap. Walmart has great dollar soaps. You can wash all summer long. And you know, when you get to the fair, yeah, that's when we say we're going to spend $15 to $20 on a bottle of soap, and your parents kind of cringe, but that's a showcase world. You get Stain Buster or the White Owl that wash, and it just brightens them up. The Stain Buster is a purple shampoo, you can't leave it on, or you might have a purple pig, you know, if you leave it on for a long time. But it just makes the color of your pig pop. And, you know, your neighbor who, well, I'm not washing my pig till I get to county fair, and you're like, I wash my pig every other day. There's going to be a difference, guys. You're going to see that difference. Again, it also helps you, you know, that's one less stressful event you're going to have at your fair. Your pig's going into that wash rack. Wow. You know, your buddy's pig, yeah, they fought it 5 times and it ran back to the pen every time. So, big thing. It helps skin and hair. You want it to look healthy. You want, you know, that just shows that you truly are caring. Your mom and dad give you a bath and tell you at least to take a bath most days. So, you also need to do that with the pigs since they can't do it themselves. Skin and hair, daily brushing at home. All county fairs are water only in Ohio, so you can't use any kind of oil products, but you can at home. You can use baby oil. We do a baby oil and a water spray. The cocoa butter, we do cocoa butter and a water mix to put on them. You can get Champion's Choice, which is a type of oil. Sullivan and Weaver both make oils that you can condition their skin with. You can do that all at home up until the night before you go to the county fair. Then you need to wash it off and we can't use it there. Wash them, eliminate wet spots. Again, kids, you got 90 days off. I can't think that there's something mom and dad has you doing 8 hours of the day in the summer, so you should be able to go out and pick the pen and keep it dry. Moms and dads, a little poop scoop, dog poop scoop, scoops that you can buy at TSC that have like a red handle. They're like $6.99. That's perfect for them to pick up a pile of poop for a wet spot in the pen. Ohio, we have flies and mosquitoes. You're not going to get around that. You do need to watch it because fly bites can turn into irritating little red marks all over your pig's skin.